Guys, North Dallas is absolutely stacked with suburbs, but when people call me, the conversation almost always comes back to the same three suburbs: Prosper, Frisco, and McKinney. These three are the headliners, the big dogs. But underneath, these three are playing three very different games. I'm talking different prices, different vibes, and different levels of development. So totally different lifestyles. So today we're not just gonna compare the basics. We're going deeper here on this video. Now let's talk numbers, stats. This is the part that a lot of people want to know about. So let's start with days on the market. In October 2025, homes in Frisco sat on the market for 51 days. That's up 50% from last year. Now McKinney, 43 days up, almost 39%. But get this, Prosper is sitting at 77 days on the market. That's over 2.5 months. The real estate market in Prosper is taking longer to move, likely because of all the new construction. Now, look at price per square foot. Frisco leads at $259, up slightly from last year. Prosper's right behind at $253, that's holding steady. But McKinney is sitting at $200 a square foot. So, as far as affordability is concerned, you can tell which way this one goes. McKinney's the value play right now. That's where you stretch your dollar. Now, let's really zoom out and look at months of inventory. That's how we know if this market favors buyers or sellers. So in Prosper, we're looking at 5.6 months of inventory. That's up 21.7%. And when we look at inventory, we say anything from 0 to 3 months of inventory is a seller's market. From 3 to 4 months, we call it balanced. And if it's over 4 months of inventory, we call that a buyer's market. Now, Frisco's sitting at 4.6 months, and that's also climbing. McKinney's got 4 months, but that's still relatively competitive. And what you can see is there's not as many new construction options in McKinney or Frisco, and that kind of helps that inventory to stay low. Guys, I'm Tommy Wooten, putting the woot woot in real estate. I drop videos here every Sunday to help you figure out what to know and where to live in DFW. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you're notified next Sunday when I upload my next video. Hit the like button if you like DFW content. YouTube's gonna send you more. And if you want a customized map of DFW, I want you to scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen. And for representation, you can call or text me days, nights, weekends. I'll answer right back. All right, guys, now we're moving on to traffic, this daily grind of getting around the suburb. Let's start with Frisco. Now, this city's a monster, and I mean that in the best and worst ways. With over 225,000 residents, it's absolutely booming. It's a straight up economic engine, and that's exactly why traffic is real. Now, you do have the Dallas North Tollway, you have 121, you got Preston Road, and it's all packed with residents and commuters and shoppers and sports fans. You want to get from one side of Frisco to the other during rush hour traffic? Good luck. That's like 20 to 30 minutes of stoplight HE double hockey stick. And this is what happens when you mix growth with glamour. You get a gridlock. Now let's shift gears to McKinney. A little bit smaller, just over 210,000 residents right now, and it's growing. It's not a small town at all. Now, regarding highways, you got 380, 75, and 121, and they can absolutely back up, especially around those morning and evening pushes. But the traffic here feels a little less suffocating than Frisco. There's more space, more traditional suburban flow, and there's fewer people cutting across town to shop or dine. So let's not sugarcoat it. If you're near major corridors or school zones, you're gonna hit pockets of congestion. Now, McKinney gives you room to maneuver, especially if you learn the local routes. And then there's Prosper, my home. This is the baby of the bunch. We're at around 45,000 residents. Now, right now, Prosper still has that kind of quiet small town rhythm, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some of that calm is built on one-lane country roads. Roads that were fun when there were 5,000 people, but not 40,000 people. So yes, traffic is lighter, but when it backs up hard because there's not that many alternate routes yet. And to the OG Prosper residents, if you're watching this, I feel you. Those back roads, those fields, that peaceful space, it's changing. It's disappearing, and that hurts to see. But Prosper has to do what's necessary to keep up with the growth. Prosper can't welcome thousands of new families and still drive like it's 1999. Now let's talk about something that folks love to forget until they're sitting in bumper to bumper traffic on a Tuesday morning, and then they start wondering why they moved here in the first place. Let's talk about location and access. But before I do, if this is already helping you figure out your move, make sure to like this video so the algorithm feeds you more DFW content. And again, if you'd like a customized map to kind of really pull all this together, scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Now, back to location. Now, I don't care how pretty your quartzite countertops are if you're spending an hour trying to get to work. That dream home starts feeling like a trap. Now, let's start with Frisco. The city's built like a master planned empire. Now, you've got the Dallas North Tollway. You got 121, access to Legacy West and shops at Legacy, the Star, Grandscape, all these things. Now, whether you work in tech, finance, real estate, Frisco puts you close to all the action. And with DFW Airport just about 25 to 30 minutes away, assuming you're not rolling out at 5:30 p.m. like everyone else, you're in prime position. Frisco's connected. Period. Now, Prosper, it's beautiful, it's booming, but it's also further north. Prosper sits on the north side of 380, and that does make a little bit of a difference. Some people have to use Highway 380 to get to the Dallas North Tollway or Preston, and 380 isn't anyone's favorite road. So it's a bit of a commute. So if you're driving to downtown Dallas or Las Colinas or Richardson, you're tacking on extra minute. Now, Prosper's location works best for people who work remote, or who have flexible schedules, or they just don't mind the drive in for that extra space. We'll get to that in a little bit. And then there's McKinney. Now, this one's interesting because you've got access to all the highways that I named earlier, 380, 75, 121. So you can cut west and hit Plano or Frisco and all those job-rich corridors. And it's about 35 to 40 minutes from DFW Airport, depending where in McKinney you live. Here's the kicker. You're centrally located enough to reach a lot of different hubs. You can head north up to Lake Texoma. You could head south towards Richardson. You've got Lake Louisville to the west on the other side of Frisco, and you've got Lake Lavon to the east. McKinney gives you options, and with as many people have been moving here, that kind of flexibility is gold. So here's the takeaway. Frisco is the best connected, hands down. Now, Prosper trades commute time for a little bit of quiet. And McKinney gives you strategic access with a touch of old school charm. Now, we talked stats, we've talked traffic, and we've talked location. But let's be honest, people just don't move for the numbers. They move for culture. Now, let's start with Prosper. Of these three suburbs, this is where you're gonna find the best shot at country living. There's no question. Prosper has several acreage communities, homes with space to breathe, and backyards that don't touch your neighbor's fence. That's Prosper's edge. You can still get that big sky Texas feeling here, but when it comes to energy and activity, Prosper's still playing catch up. Its downtown scene is small and it's trying to grow, but it's growing really slow. And if you're looking for a top-notch rec center or a YMCA, something like that, it's not here yet. Prosper's got great parks and outdoor sports fields, but families, we're kind of craving more. Because Frisco and McKinney, they're built for that lifestyle already. Frisco moves fast. It's got like a go-getter energy. I'm sure you know that by now. The dining scene is loaded and the retail is top tier. And entertainment, we're talking everything from minor league baseball games to major league soccer games. So of the three, Frisco's where the fun lives. It's the most modern, most commercialized, most go out and do something city in the mix. McKinney though, McKinney's different. It's got soul, it's got roots, and it's the county seat of Collin County. So it's the only one with a truly historic downtown that's not just preserved, it's actually thriving. The shops, the restaurants, the festivals, it really does feel authentic and it's not curated. McKinney has the highest ratio of homes to commercial space, so it feels more residential, more home-centric, if that's a term. And culturally, all three cities are diverse. You'll see it in the schools, the churches, the local businesses, but the expression of that diversity is different. Frisco is global and fast-paced, McKinney's more community-focused, and Prosper's still maturing. It's working to build a cultural identity as the population explode. Let me say this, when it comes to family life, all three are strong. Great parks, solid recreation programs, and plenty of youth sports. But again, Frisco and McKinney, they kind of win here because of their fully built out recreation centers, indoor gyms, and aquatic centers. I mean, Prosper has their own aquatic center, but it's actually Prosper ISDs that's not open to the public. And the truth is, there's no one size fits all winner. It comes down to how you live, how you move, and what matters most to you. If you want action, go to Frisco. If you want roots, go to McKinney. And if you want some room to breathe, go to Prosper. But don't try to do this on your own. You're still out figuring out where you belong in DFW, where to build your future. Call or text me days, nights, weekends. And guys, come back next Sunday to see what I drop. We'll talk soon. Woo woo.
TommyWoo.com. Woo woo. TommyWoo.com. Woo woo. TommyWoo.com.